Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. Welcome back in, everybody, to Transport Fever 2. This is part 5, and one big issue with playing a game like this is I gotta remember where the heck I was last time around, because it's been a week since I've actually played this game. Let's figure this out. Now, of course, I've got the episodes coming out kind of consistently. At least I hope I can keep up with that. Now, I do know, because I keep some notes, that we are making a boat line here. I already got the boat line made up. Let's go ahead and buy that boat now, or boats, plural. I wish there was an easier way of separating the distance between these, like say, hey, set the distance between these vehicles here, here, and here. I don't see that being an option. I don't know why. I'm not sure. Oh well, let's just go ahead and purchase one of these boats. I'm not sure which one yet. I guess this one right here. I did notice something wrong with this one versus a different one. That price, holy cow, that price is way up there. $131,000 per year for this Dunara Castle one. And then we can go a lot lower here, or even lower here. I don't know. We'll just go ahead and eat that cost for that extra 2 miles per hour. Oh, well, that's the same speed right there. Also, we're getting extra compartment space, up to 100 capacity. Yeah, that ain't too bad, right? Let's do it. We'll buy one. Let's go ahead and pop it onto this line one. Oh man, I didn't name this line. Let's go ahead and name that line. Now, rest of it should be set up. I'll go ahead and confirm that real quick as well. We'll click on that line. We can change the name here. This is going to be a food route. Food route's good enough, whatever. Food route 1. It's on the ship line or water line or whatever I'm trying to say. Now, this line should be set up correctly. Looks like I did go in here and change stuff. That little blue outline will tell me that it's been changed. Okay, hey, good enough. Let's get it going. See our little shippy ship come out right here. Heck yeah, loving that. That is crazy. Oh, there's even a little person in there, like a captain. Heck yeah. I guess everything does have somebody driving it, at least. I've noticed that. That's pretty cool. Now, first stop right here. Don't know why it's coming in that direction right there, but it's going to grab a little bit. Then it's going to go to the next stop, grab a little bit more. And we'll catch up with that eventually. It only got 1 grain off of there. More grain should be coming in on this one right here. Why is there not more grain coming in? That is kind of weird. Well, you know, it's not going to take that much. It's actually going to say, hey, this is the main route. This is where it's all going to come from until I shut this line down. So let's go ahead and shut this line down. We're going to take all these vehicles that we have available here, 25 of them. We're going to send them back to the depot because I got a feeling I'll end up needing those at a later point. The depot's right here. I think I'll need them at a later point, probably. With all those vehicles now being off that line, we can actually go ahead and delete that line, grain 1 to Anchorage, whatever. Not sure what I'd be naming this stuff. I've actually been doing some personal playthroughs as well, changing up the ways I name things. So we'll see what happens here. I guess I'll delete this little road section. I think I might have to pay for that road section. All the roads I build, I believe I have to pay for. At least I think I do. Maybe I don't. There's a weird option in here. Maybe y'all can help me out. We can turn on player ownership, keep, no, or yes. Does anybody know what the heck that's about and where those fees and everything come in on that? I'd love to know more about that in the comments. Please help me out. And after I put this route in right here, I realized something. I should have just put in a ship dock right here. No big deal. We got lots of money coming in and it's pretty nice. Now this is off and going, doing good. It's probably not got much in it. Let's look at it. Yeah, only 1 grain. You got to be kidding me. Back here at our 2 ports, we got Flint port right here with 32 sitting in it, and then Lower Flint with 14 in it. This is our opportunity. We go ahead and select this route, go to manage vehicles, pop in another one because it's down there a little ways. So this should work out pretty good. It's already like halfway down there. It's going to grab that, keep running and running. I'll let those 2 kind of run back and forth. I'd say they're a good distance apart. Now, while those 2 are running, we got a lot of fuel and crude oil issues over here I got to deal with. And the biggest issue is the fact that I realized I made these trains way too short. I was going for that good number. And then after watching a couple videos, I realized I could probably do mediocre, try to keep them in the mediocre range, I think. Not a bad idea. So let's go into our managed lines. What is this? Oil to fuel? Just that little short line? Or nope, hold on. That ain't it. Oil to fuel. Okay, no. I'm looking for the short line. Is it this one right here? Oil short. Yeah, that's what it's even called right there. Heck yeah. So we'll start with this one upgrading. We'll go ahead and come down here, add a bunch of carts until it says mediocre. Once it stops saying mediocre, we'll take one away. Make sure it just says mediocre on there. And holy cow, how long is this bad boy about to get? Maybe I won't even need this. Okay, drop down to 4. We'll bump it back up to mediocre. 189 capacity. Let's verify that for $4 million. You gotta be kidding me. It went from a 4 here all the way up to a 27. That is ridiculous. This is gonna make us some good money, I think. Now, that's not the only line I want to do this to, but we'll just start with that for right now. These 2 trains right here, I don't know if I can edit them at the same time. Possibly there's a replace option. Let's edit these selected vehicles. Oh, I guess I can. Pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and just add 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Not bad. Not doing the whole full length like I did earlier with that long one for this short oil route, but it's going to get it going, I think. And this is actually not too long, so that's good. That's real good. I was kind of worried it'd be a little bit too long. And we got a lot of new stuff coming in. I just saw a trolley pop in, possibly. Is that what that was? Here, let me delete this road over here. I'm still back on that theory of I might have to pay for that road. Now, there's something about a trolley. I thought I saw a trolley. Trolley. Where you at? I'm actually looking for one of these road depots so I can see what all I have in here now. Okay, nope, nothing there. So it would be in a different depot, not this kind of depot. Not a road depot. There is a different one out there. Looks like our train there in the top right, I stayed attached to it. It's up to 189 now as far as how much oil's in there. And this is going to move pretty slow, or crude oil. I think it's going to move pretty slow. And what do we got? We got an uphill slope right here. Yeah, this is uphill all the way up to the next stop. Not bad. 13 miles an hour. I don't know. I don't know if that's bad. Now it's down to 12. This is not looking too good, but I feel like the profit coming off of it's going to be really, really good. 9 miles an hour. Oh, no. I'm on 8. Ooh, this ain't gonna come to a stop, is it? 7? No. Okay, maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe not go all the way to poor, then back off. Maybe just adding those couple I just did a second ago is probably the correct route. And I also think this might be a little too much as far as being able to keep up with the production. Really slow though, really slow. Dropped all the way down to 7 miles an hour, but it didn't block any other trains, at least not yet. I feel like it is gonna get in the way eventually. All good though. Really want to see how much money we're gonna make on this. Come on, give me something good. Give me something good. What did that say? I didn't see a price. What the heck? Why didn't I not see a price? I do got that turned on, right? Okay, yeah, it is turned on. Gosh, dang it. I don't think this next one's gonna be a full one. Looking at the stop here. Okay, yeah, this next one will definitely be a full one with 207 sitting in there. Our oil to fuel, that one's proven to be an issue. Even down here, it's full, 405. So we definitely need to make those lines longer. And I believe they're holding up pretty good on their speed. What is this? Various diagrams show the development of your company. I don't really care about that, whatever. Do need to get a headquarters in. I don't think I've got a headquarters in quite yet. 63 loaded up right there. That's gonna come out pretty good. We are going downhill, 31 miles an hour. I'm more interested to see how it handles on this hill going up here. This seems to be our little trouble spot. There's another uphill location somewhere along this route that I noticed we come across. I think it's right here in this section. Let's see how this one right here, how much does it even have attached to it? Let's see how it does though. Speeds are slowing down, 20, 19, 18. Still interested to see how much this makes over here. Where the heck you at? You're coming in right there. Okay, I'm watching the top right of another train on a hill. It's down to 10 miles an hour, and then I'm trying to watch this one come in and see how much money I make off this. This may be my last full one right here. Okay, so it looks like that dropped down to 10 miles an hour right there in that section. I am interested in that same section with that same length here in a second, which I can see in the background that it's coming up on there. Come on, show me those numbers. Maybe I got zoomed in too close. I'm not sure how that works. There we go, $1.1 million. And this is another train right here. Okay, it's rolling good, 19 miles an hour. Okay, that's real good. So we're gonna go ahead and drop this. Manage vehicle, let's drop off quite a bit of these. It just got way too much. And how long is this other one? Hold on one second, let's see here. I do want to make this one longer. That's at a 9. Let's go for an unlucky number 13. Apparently 13 is not a good number. Supposed to be like an unlucky number of some sort. So we'll do 13. I want that number to say 13. We'll just go ahead and start dropping a bunch of these. I don't know if I should do it right now. Okay, yeah, it's only got 31 in there. Yeah, not much at all. I don't know where it would say 13 cars or anything like that, so I'm just gonna start dropping quite a bit of them. Modify. Hey, 13. Holy cow, I hit that one right on the spot. Maybe that wasn't an unlucky number, and I got $2.6 million back. I'm sure I didn't make a profit off of that. Okay, we're gonna manage these vehicles now. They're saying 9, so let's add 4 to them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I added 4 earlier, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's gonna come out pretty nicely, and possibly still make it up this pain of a hill over here. That seems like it's the slowest area. Hitting 10 miles an hour right now, but it's not full. Okay, went down to 9. Got the carts, but it's not full of everything in those. Okay, there we go. I think we're actually good to go ahead and move this train off of this short route. I think it finally caught up good enough with the oil production. Let's do that. Let's take it off this short route over to oil to fuel, and it should do its job. Possibly, I don't know. I'm not sure how that changeover is going to work too well. It's got an empty load right now, which is not good at all. I think I could probably reverse it. Let's see here, reverse. Yeah, there it goes. It's going to reverse. It should cut back over into this lane here. And then there'll be nothing for this oil short. There it goes. It's cutting over here. It's going to grab, fill up with this 388, 89, 90, whatever. It's going up fast too. Going to get full. It's going to come over here, drop off a little extra at the fuel station here. And like I said, this should be coming in full. It is full. 91 of 91. Okay, hey, looking real good. I want to see what that 91 and 91 is going to get us over here at this fuel destination. Oh, hey, I see a couple little fuel things popping up right here. It's looking good. These little carts are keeping up pretty fine. I think we're getting pretty close to another vehicle as far as a steam powered vehicle, not necessarily horse-drawn carriages anymore. That's pretty nice too. I like that. And I realized there's something I was doing wrong with this whole human trafficking route. One, calling it human trafficking. That's wrong. But the other thing is I can actually put bus stop routes throughout the town. I watched a little video on that and saw that, and it teaches you that in the tutorial too, now that I remember it. It's been a long time, but each one of these sections need people to them. For example, we have our residential area, commercial area, then industrial. So the green's the residential. So if we had a residential stop, let's put a stop in the commercial. Let's put a stop in the industrial. Now, in a small town like this, it's not going to be the best. You want to do it in larger towns. And I don't know if we got any larger towns around here where I already have a stop going to. Preferably a town that has a nice squared off, rounded area where we can just do a loop around the town. That's the idea there. Doesn't look like we quite have it, but we do have $15 million. That's pretty nice. Okay, train is now coming into the stop here. Let's see how it does. Come on, give me something good. Give me something real good. I feel like this is going to be really good. $1.2 million. Oh, man, that is good. That's pretty good. Now, that other one we had earlier saying 1.1 million, that was kind of a fluke. It was done with. I overloaded the heck out of that train. It wasn't going to do that every single time. And downside here, it looks like this oil refinery is not keeping up either. Darn. So they are starting to do partial loads back. This only has 35 instead of the full capacity. I did not want those partial loads in there. That's another reason why I had this El Paso route running too. That way it could hurry up and move some over. So let's get another one of these out there and we'll put it back on oil short and see if it gets going a little faster, maybe grabs a little more. Because I want to keep that oil refinery going and going. Is it called a refinery? Possibly. Oil refinery, yeah. There we go. Now, easy way of doing this is I'll just go ahead and duplicate one of these trains. Fine. Now this train I just duplicated, let's change its line over to oil short. It's going to come out here, jump on oil short. I did duplicate it for the oil to fuel, but the only reason I did that was for a quick make of it, so I didn't have to build it myself. Now, with it only having 13 carts or whatever to it, I think we'll be pretty good. Another thing I need to consider are these bus routes. Finally calling it right. I guess it is a bus route, would be considered what it is. They are still running the same old horses, same old stuff. Let's see what we're running with there. As far as money comes in, oh, nope, that's the wrong thing. We need to look at lines. They're probably going to be our lowest ones. Our top one right here, oil to fuel, holy cow, $2 million, looking good. And then our oil short is down there at last place, all good. And then we got iron to Elizabeth Port. That does not seem to be working. What's going on there? Oh, gotta go back over there and check out those little routes. Maybe I didn't set something up right, because this does not seem to be shipping anything out from this iron port. Shipment 400. Yeah, nothing's loading up there. Why is nothing loading up? Not bringing anything back, is it? Nope. Coming back empty-handed. And I got everything set up correctly. Do I not? Let's manage this line here. Okay, I want you to pick up iron. This is where it's not collecting it automatically. And then at your next stop, I want you to unload iron. Maybe that's going to kick it off and get it going. Let's see what we got going over here. With this stop, manage, nope, not vehicles, my bad, manage line. I want you to do the same thing. I want you to pick up iron and then unload iron at the port, at the dock, whatever the heck you want to call it. Those are set up correctly. Maybe it's going to work, possibly, I'm not sure. And let me double check, make sure these ship routes are set up correctly as well. It is coming in with 100 grain right now, which is pretty nice, and I didn't think 2 boats is going to be enough. I think we're going to get up there to quite a bit, maybe 10 boats possibly. They move pretty darn slow. They do. Let's see how much money we make off that though. Oh man, I couldn't see that. What is that? 200? Nope, $914,000. Holy cow, that's pretty good. And that's just those boats. Let's see here. Can I put another one out on the line? I guess I could. Not going to exactly be wrapped up in the correct direction or distance that I want it to be. And these are not overflowing quite yet. But back to the issue here with the iron. Let's see if I get that fixed up and going. But something's obviously going wrong here. So food route, manage vehicles. Nope, wrong thing again. I'll figure this out one day. So first stop, you're picking up some grain. You're going to unload the iron. That's the idea. That's right. Second stop, you're going to pick up some grain. Third stop, you're going to unload some grain and pick up some iron. That's where I messed up. Forgot to put that on there. Maybe if I turned that on by itself, it would have worked. Possibly, but yeah, I didn't set that up correctly. Okay, let's see if that starts working now. And looks like it is. Iron's starting to pump out to this dock. That's going to go from that little transport area over to Elizabeth Port. From Elizabeth Port all the way down here to this, what is it, Flint Port, and then from Flint Port it's going to go up here to Flint Steel Mill. Yeah, kind of, I don't know, redundant, I guess. And there's also a lot closer routes I could utilize that for. For example, I could take this up here to this, but I'm not necessarily looking for the closer of routes. I'm just looking to not waste a trip back empty. That's the idea there. And it is just a game at this point. So I think you could actually just do lines back and forth with different docks and ports. For example, if I wanted to run a dock or let's see here, we'll do this food route again. So if I wanted to run this farm over here to this, I could literally run a route just straight out this way to a little dock. And then from that dock, all the way down here, past the food place to this dock. And then back to the food place and make pretty good money from that. Because the money they pay you is from dock to dock. And as the bird flies, as the crow flies. That's what it's called. I did end up looking that up and confirming that. So now this is starting to fill up pretty fast with products. We can see that right there, and that is exactly why I saved these vehicles here. I don't even know if this is going to be enough, and I probably shouldn't put that much out there. Let's hold off on that for a second. This is iron to Elizabeth Port. Let's just put 10 out there for now. It is a pretty short distance, and these are some upgraded vehicles here, or horses, whatever you want to call it. Let's see here. Iron to Elizabeth. Nope. Where's it at? To Elizabeth Port. There it is. Gotcha. That should do the job once I get over here and start picking it up. And this brings me back to the whole point of that was a waste. I should just put a dock in right here, a little port, and skip these whole road vehicles. And I may end up making that change. But until then, let's try to figure something else out here I need to do. For example, I want to try to get this steel mill up and running because we need that product there. The steel needs to run up here to start making these machine parts. These machine parts need to run into El Paso. Now that brings me back to the point of saying, hey, I don't need to do the closest one, but oh well, we're gonna go ahead and do the closest one here. A couple of things to consider is I need to also bring planks up there. So I would need to stop by, grab the planks here. I don't necessarily need to stop by here and grab the planks because I want to avoid this mountain as far as making a train go through it. I want to try to go around this way, which ain't a bad idea actually now that I see this. Yeah, I got a great idea here. So I pick up logs. I'll move this little dock over here. Pick up the logs, take them down here to the sawmill, grab the planks, bring them back, and load them up on the train because we'll pass through right here with the train. So that's a pretty smart idea, I think. Now, these will use different carts. I never really played around too much with loading up trains with different carts. They've all had the same cart, but if you look at it in real life, they usually got different carts. Let me take a second and go ahead and look into how this oil short's doing real quick. Looks like it's having a hard time keeping up and keeping full. As far as keeping up, I'm talking about this little stop right here because the oil to fuel is taking up a whole lot. Let me change that around. Let's look at this oil to fuel real quick, manage the line. Once it comes to El Paso, I really don't want it to come to El Paso. I want it to skip El Paso. So we'll delete El Paso, and that should still work and cause no problems. It should just shoot straight through El Paso, and all that fuel switched over to oil short. That way you can get moving over there faster, because every time they come over to El Paso stop, they're usually full anyways from this stop right here from Erie. For example, this train right here, it's full, 91 to 91, so they're doing nothing here with this stop. I'm just wasting. Okay. Problem solved over there. We got a lot of problems going here and there, but the money keeps racking up and up because I got it still going fast forward. Don't exactly want to stop that. I could pause it, take care of all these issues, but I'm be losing money or not making money, I should say. And you know what? Now that I look at this more, why use that machine factory whenever I use this one down here? And transport the product a little bit further. Holy cow, and make more money on it. That's a problem for another day. Right now, what I want to figure out is getting this steel mill up and running. We need 2 iron and 2, what is it? Coal, that's what it is. It says right here, 1, 2, 1, 2, pipes down here, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Now we have all we need right here. We got this, we got this, we got this. all that good stuff. I mean, they're pretty far away. I don't know if I want to do a train track for each one. Kind of don't want to. Kind of almost want them to meet in the middle, maybe truck it in all to a centralized area for one dock location. Really not a bad idea now that I think about it more. Yeah, that's looking like a pretty good idea, I think. But where do I want that one centralized dock area to be? I should probably put it on an actual production. And then I also want this train line over here to run this way. And for it to run that way, and I'm coming in this direction, I need to make sure I take a wide turn coming into the dock. Or whatever the heck it's called. Gosh, what a terminal. There we go, terminal. Build a headquarters, your company, and a location of your choice. Hey, cool, let's go ahead and do that. Let's build a location. Why not? Nothing special here. I believe it doesn't really cost much money. Let's go ahead and close that out. I did joke about putting it up on top of the hill, but we'll actually put it on top of the hill. It doesn't have to have a road to it. We could build a road to it later, but hey, there's our place overlooking all these towns and everything. We're on top of the world. And I don't know what benefits you get with having this. I'm not sure at all. Okay. Trying to figure this out a little more. I think I got an idea here. I'm thinking about drawing a line from here over to here, maybe putting a train station in between these two, and hopefully they connect if I make it long enough. I've seen that on How to Beat Very Hard Difficulty. I didn't know that was a thing, but yeah, I've seen that little tip on How to Beat Very Hard Difficulty, which is very freaking hard, by the way. If y'all don't believe me, give it a try. Let me know how y'all do. But anyways, yeah, train line from here, one here, and so one over here, one between these two, and then one even up here to this other coal mine, and then that train will backtrack over here, dropping all those products off right there. Now, that does seem like a little overkill, and I think we're going to run into the same issues of all these ports just overflowing with products, where I had the same issue here, where they were picking up all the crude from this place and not needing to stop here. I do feel like I might run into that problem, possibly. Okay, quick second before I run into that. Looks like we got our iron to Elizabethport still just backed up like crazy there. Let's go ahead and get all these vehicles out, put it on that iron to Elizabethport, take care of that little issue there. Probably overdo it on that little issue there, but that's fine. We got these vehicles just sitting here doing nothing. I'm not sure how the road charges or fees of the vehicles do while they're sitting in storage. I don't think there's really much. I think there's a little bit, but not as much. Another issue to consider is the iron running from this port up here, and also how we are getting full in these ports for the ship. So let's go ahead and manage these vehicles, drop two more in, why not? They're gonna be backed up on each other, but I don't think there's any easy way of getting distance between them. It's fine, they'll fill up, get going, all that good stuff. They'll make a little bit of gap in between themselves. Maybe the best way to do that is set this up where they will not leave until their ship is full. That might be the best way. Hey, new vehicle right there, heck yeah. That's looking pretty awesome. And a new ship. Looks like a submarine kinda from that view. And new box cars, so we can make these trains faster now. Heck yeah. So I'm seeing faster miles per hour there. We actually got that train unlocked previously, so we might just spend a bunch of money upgrading the lines we already have. And we'll hold off on upgrading the lines we already got. Still trying to figure out how exactly I want to lay this out right here. We all know that the whole train stuff costs a lot of money, so I don't want to make any big mistakes. Okay, I got it. Overall, I think I'm just way overthinking this. So let's just not overthink it, and let's get it going. That's my idea here. I'm overthinking it like I'm playing on hard, where I need to overload these trains and make sure they got stuff going there and back, but we're not on hard, we're on medium here, so I can do empty routes back. I think I'm just gonna make a route for each one of these. Yep, that's it. Each one of these is gonna have its own train route. We're gonna have one come from here, gonna have one come from here, one come from here, one come from here. All that good stuff. And then it'll all plug into this, and then we'll shoot another train route up this way and coming down here, and then also coming down here to the food, stuff like that. I think it's gonna work. And like I said, I'm just overthinking it way too much, so let's go ahead and just get doing it, I'd say. Now, overthinking it could help out in the long run with planning and all that good stuff, but oh well, let's skip that. We can always redo something with the money we have. I feel like the money's coming in pretty good here. Oops, wrong button. What the heck am I doing here? Trying to connect this somehow. Let's see here. Guess I can just put it on the road, right? That didn't seem to be snapping too well. Let's go into not tracks. Let's go into an actual road option here. We'll just build a road down this way. There we go. That's looking pretty good. And I want it to come more of this route right here, this angle. That's the angle I'm looking for. Go ahead and go into this one right here. I've been trying to avoid these types of terminals. That way I can keep running it straight or something like that. And gosh, Yeah, it's gonna be a short distance from there to there. And you know, let's go ahead and take this terminal and make it bigger. I think, possibly. Can they unload? Now that I think about it more, can they unload without a platform being there? I'd like to think they could, because nothing's gonna load up on this actual platform. So let's go ahead and delete all these, because I don't need these platforms here. These platforms will be for moving products back. So I'm gonna actually just remove them all. I don't think I need them at all. At least I don't think I do. This may be a mistake. So we're gonna go 4 wide here because we got 4 different productions coming into this point. There we go. Went out 4 wide. We could even make it longer. That is done. I will figure out if this works here in just a second as soon as I do one right here. So I only want 1 track now, moving from here down to that location. Now it's so freaking close. Like I was saying, it just seems so close. It really is. I think I might backtrack it some. Let's see here. Looks like it's working like that, but I need a different angle. Let's go into roads, I guess. We'll do a road out this way like that, and then we'll go ahead and put that in. It's just way too close, I think. There we go. I mean, is there really such thing as way too close? We're gonna run train from there. Oops. All the way to this far right lane because it's the furthest one north. I'd say that's north. Now that's gonna be its own line, back and forth, that's it. Pretty simple. Kind of steep right there. Hopefully we can do it. We do got an upgraded train coming into the line here in a minute. Oh man, then we got to do all these crossovers too. Just realized that. Trying to get the actual train on these tracks is going to have to require a lot of crossovers. I'll try to figure that out with 4 trains in here. But before I get too far on this, I want to actually see if this will work. From here to here. Nope. I actually need those docks in there. Holy cow, did not know that. Let's go ahead and reconfigure this, make some changes. Now, not sure how many I actually need. Now that I think about it a little more, this seems like a waste. Let's not do that real quick. I'm gonna try something else. Maybe I can go off of that, right in front of it, possibly. Really not sure. Yeah, you know what? Let's give it a try. Doesn't hurt to try, right? Let's put in another platform over here. And then we'll put in a little track right here. Maybe it can connect to that platform still. What it's going to tell me is how many platform numbers are over here as soon as I make this line, or terminals. Let's put it that way. It's only saying 2. 1 and 2, that's off to the sides. Yeah, not looking good. So that's not working, obviously. But I also don't got to go all the way down with it, I don't think. That's pretty nice. I should save money. Okay, next up is let's go ahead and build another 2 here. And then we'll put another little terminal thing there, platform. And then we should be good once I get these tracks all built out. Now let's look at this place. How many terminals do we have? We have 4, so that's 4 different trains coming in, 4 different stops. That way they don't cross over each other and wait on each other. I do like that. Now, opportunity here is I could probably just do 1 for this iron. I'll run them separately, I guess. May pass through the same area though, because it's kind of a straight shot through there anyways. I don't see any issue with that. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. We'll run with one of these little setups. Come on, how's it gonna fit in there? Don't know half the time. Just wants to snap to everything, doesn't it? I'll put it right about here. I think that might do the trick. Oh, that's only showing 1. Actually, 1 is what I need. I just need 1 right now. That way it doesn't overflow the whole thing with different platforms. Platforms is the word I'm looking for. Now, I think I could connect a road from there to this, possibly, I'm hoping. I just build a road down this way and then build a road over here. Nothing fancy. If it connects, it does connect. Awesome. Then we'll come in here and configure, and this whole platform will actually be used. And did I use the longest train? Hold on, wait a second. Yeah, 320 meters. Don't know if I need that much, but there's 320 meters there. Okay, let's configure this again, and we're gonna put a track in here. No platform with it, just a track so that other train can pass through. That other train's actually gonna be our next stop. I think I might have a little problems with these roads and everything being here so close, over here so close. I'll figure that out in a minute. And let's just go ahead and put in our next little train stop right here. We're only running 1. Let's build off of this road here that's already existing. Try to get it the correct angle heading towards it. I think that's the correct angle heading towards it. It's good enough. I like that. And then we'll run a train here all the way to this right lane, not a train, a track. Oops, wrong thing. We'll run a track there all the way to this right lane, right there. That way it can pass through without touching the other train. Now I'm trying to keep these so separate from each other where they don't conflict with each other as far as the routes go. But there's one issue with that is trying to get these trains on these actual routes. From there, I want to go ahead and run it off of here from that right lane all the way over to, wait, where is it? Right here, there we go. That will do the trick. Nothing fancy going on through here. Pretty deep area. A lot of dirt dug up to make that little ditched area or whatever. And then also we need to run off this left lane to the next existing one, but we have some sort of construction issue here, and this is what I was talking about. I think that road's just way too close, and yes it is. Let's delete that road. We actually don't need that road for this to work. No actual workers have to get in here. That would be something pretty cool to add. I don't know if there's like some realistic mod out there that will do that for you. Let's drag you all the way down here to the next line right there. $306,000. Nothing too fancy happening there. 75-mile-an-hour speed. We will definitely get into that 75-mile-an-hour speed here pretty shortly. Okay, next and last stop, we have this one right here. That's going to shoot right up into that last rail we have. So let's go ahead and build one of these thingies. Let's see here. Can I attach it to maybe this? No, I just want to shoot off in that direction. I can put it like this, build a little road to it though. That will do the job. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and head on up further with the track. There we go. And that's going to shoot straight to this last open area. We got some sort of collision happening. Even a tunnel going on. Really? You going to give me a collision on the road? Rude. Easy way to fix that, I guess, is just make the road pretty short, get across the road, or train track pretty short, get across there, and then shoot through here. Where's the connect at? Gotta be close to connecting, don't I? It's actually trying to go into the same line here. I don't want you on the same line. I do want y'all to eventually cross over, that way I can get stuff in there. So it gave me a tunnel. I'm not too worried about money. Look at all the money coming in. This is crazy. Let's even go ahead and stop time. I got a lot of changes we're about to make here. Now, next thing, which I think is going to be the hardest, trying to get all these train lines connected somehow so I can get these trains on the lines. I think I got an easy way of fixing this, but I did kind of mess up at the way I build these tracks. So here's the whole port area, or whatever you want to call it, terminal. Let's go ahead and delete this, delete this, delete this, maybe even delete back another one. And I need to have these come out pretty straight, and then I can start crossing them over. So we'll come you out straight right there, come you out straight right there. That way I can cross over in these sections. Now, I'm not too sure how it's going to work with crossover across those, I guess. Now we'll go ahead and connect these routes back to where they need to go. Oh my gosh, 31 miles an hour? You gotta be kidding me. That is not good. Maybe I'll actually delete this whole tunnel. Delete you. Okay. Gonna connect back to the tunnel, but basically I just want that speed to stay up there. Get less of a curve. There we go. Let's slow down to 55. You know, I think that's kind of our top speed anyways for those carts. Still not liking it though. Go ahead and delete more of you. Possibly get it to work. I'm kind of also seeing I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, it looks like it's going to 64. That ain't too bad. And then we'll go ahead and connect you back to where you were going. Connect all of y'all back to where you were going. Just make sure the speeds don't drop too much. That's 50. Ain't liking that. 60 was fine because I think the top speed of these new products or carts or whatever was 60. And then we'll bring you in here at 75. Awesome. Yeah, that's going to work. Just delete more, make it a little bit longer. So now I can come all the way up here somewhere, wherever the heck the port is. Let's see here. It crosses right there, terminal. I'm calling it port. Gosh, I'm calling all these the wrong terms. I'll get it down one day. So we can do a simple crossover right here to get us on our correct line. I do this all the time with, I don't know, other stuff. Oh, that ain't working. Now that I think about it, maybe I gotta do the crossover a little bit further away. You know, let's just go ahead and put in our little building, and then we'll go off of that. I like that idea. We'll put you in right there. Maybe it'll just connect the line from there to all of the tracks. Kind of the idea, I guess. So we'll connect one there. Let's do the furthest one first. One there. And then go off of that again. Try to get it in there, maybe. No, it doesn't seem to be working. Let's try a different angle here. One can go there. Need to get it over here. There it goes. It's going to go there now. Connect. Got those two lines connected. Awesome. Let's see here. Can I connect you? Yes, I can. That third line connected. And can I connect you here? Come on, get on there. What's going on? Construction not possible. But you're crying and complaining. Yeah, I think I got an issue down here. That's what's causing the issue. Come on. What is going on here? Okay, let me just make another offline right there, possibly. Maybe this will do the trick. There it goes. Got it. Now I'm going to put some sort of signal in right here. No, I'm not. Doesn't seem to be working. It's all good. I don't think I need any signals there, right? Put some right here. Oh, wait a second. I don't need any signals anyways. because they'll be on the same track already. This is not set up to run 2 tracks per line. Now I can make a little off bypass thing, so I don't need this at all. Let's refund those. Full $2,250, $2,250. Gotta hurry up and get that money back, right? I'm sure it'd add up over time, over the years, as these things cost like $10, $15 every so months, I think. Okay, I think we're good there. Go ahead and make our lines now. So we're gonna run this line from here to here. This is Anchorage Still, and this is coal. Coal 1 to Anchorage. Anchorage Still, I guess. What the heck do I got a line 1 out there for? I don't know where the heck that line 1 is. Where is that? See if I can find that. Anchorage. Is there like a way I can just like jump to it or something? I think there's another line I was trying to build. Let's see here. Add station. No, I'm not even sure how to jump to it. I just delete it, see if anything pops up saying, hey, you messed something up. Well, it doesn't have a second stop, so I don't think there's anything actually on that line. That one's taken care of. And then we'll do a coal 2. Why not? Now, this longer distance here, I'm thinking it's actually not gonna be a long of a train because it's not going to require as much. Let's see here. This is coal 2 to Anchorage Steel. I don't have to do anything fancy with the whole changing up the products they're going to pick up and all that. That's pretty nice. I like that. We're going to do iron 1 to Anchorage Steel. Last one all the way down here, iron 2 to Anchorage Steel. I'll play with the distance of the trains as these routes get made up and going. I'll probably go with a simple 13 to start with. I don't know, maybe that's a unlucky / lucky number I got going here. All 4 routes now built. Let's start looking into our new train options. I believe we were running this train right here. It doesn't tell me how many I actually got owned. Let's jump over to our other train routes and see exactly what we're running there. Yeah, it's that little green looking one, whatever the heck that one was. Back over here. Oh, the green looking one. Yeah, we're running the 2-8-0 Baldwin class 56. We got 2 new options here. We got this one that goes 47 miles an hour, and then we got this one that goes 62. So of course, I'm going with the one that does 62. Also, it's got more horsepower and all that stuff. Oh, wait, hold on. My bad. Let's go a little bit further, maybe. 442 Atlantic, possibly. I mean, it's going to cost a little more per year. It's going to cost a little more up front as well, but it's got more horsepower, which I would think is probably going to give us better traction. Hold on, traction effort. Oh, it goes down. Okay. So the Atlantic goes down in traction effort. I don't know exactly what that means. I would like to think it's kind of the torque to it and the traction, like the get up and go. Yeah, horsepower has a play in that too, but if you ain't got the traction, you ain't going nowhere. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe the Atlantic's the best one. Obviously, it's the next one up. Let's just go with the Atlantic, more horsepower. Maybe y'all can help me out in there with what I'm possibly doing wrong. So our previous 10 cars, these are the ones we was running. They had a top speed of 31 miles per hour, and we will upgrade our other train line eventually. Now we got these new ones in here that run 50 miles per hour. Okay, I thought it said 60. So 50 was the number I was going for. Now this is the one we need here. We need this gondola. The gondola will transport everything we need. We got our coal, and then we even have an iron option here. Let's just go ahead and add a couple of those. I did say 13, whatever the heck that's going to come out to. Let's see here. Well, actually, you know what? Unless they're the different length, I think right there might have been 13. I don't know what number it's counting. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that number there is how many carts. Go ahead and add another one. Yeah, well, I need to do that anyways. And then another one, and then another one. Ooh, blowing through all that money. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was all the money almost. Holy cow, down $263,000. Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. Can I even add another one here? Let's see here. Oh, no, I can't. Holy cow. That is crazy. I was not paying attention, obviously, as you can tell. So this 12 route one, I want it to be one of the number 2s. That way it's far away, because I don't think it's going to be used to its max. Oh, well. So that's iron 2, iron 1. Let's go ahead and send you over to coal 2, and then coal 1. Y'all are going to get going, I think. Let's get it going. I'm speeding up. Trains are coming out. Setting up a crazy route right here. Oh my gosh, look at all that going on right there. That is crazy. All this little crisscrossing and all that stuff I'm doing here. Now, of course, I believe they'll start taking more from here as this actually starts shipping out, the actual steel mill. I think, because there is a second level to the steel mill, so I'm assuming once the second level gets hit, it's gonna need more. And to get that second level hit, we actually got to ship this steel out. That's a pretty short distance for a train. Should I do it? Probably not. Am I going to do it? No. No. Let's not do that. Let's go ahead and actually do a little road route here. And I do got a place over here that's pretty close that should do the job for me. Money is coming in, going up, all that good stuff. We'll check back on this train route a little bit later, see what's getting used to its capacity. Now let's just focus on this over here. We'll go ahead and delete that left platform, go to a 30-meter one right here. Put you in right there, and then we'll do a little unload over here. I am just going to use this unload stop right here. Very simple, easy. Put it pretty far away, so it turns around there, a little bit more of a distance from there to there, a little bit more money, that's what that equals. Now it's gonna bring the steel over. How am I gonna get the planks over? Well, glad you asked. I'm sure y'all didn't ask, but I did say earlier about grabbing the planks from here, so that's exactly what I will do. I'm not gonna grab the planks exactly from here, I'm gonna grab them from down here and shoot it straight down this way because I need a track to stop here, one to stop over here at the food, and then it's gonna bring food up to the town, and it's gonna bring, oh wait, it doesn't need to stop there, it's still. Need to stop right here. Ooh, I might be able to do something fancy with these two in between each other. Like I was talking before, how you can make them really long and connect to each other. Ooh, yeah, I think we might do that. And we'll get there eventually. Oh my gosh, money was in the negative. Okay, now it's back in the positive, up over $2 million. Something just got delivered. Something big just got delivered. I like that. Keep them going. Okay, just a little steel running over here to machines. So we'll even name that steel to machines. Steel to machines. Anchorage is probably what I should put on there. Machines. Wait, how do I spell machines? Sure, we'll go with that. Maybe I spelled that wrong. Hold on one second. You know, it might tell me in here. Go them down here to whatever that is. Hover over at machines. Did I spell that right? Yes, I did. Wow. Luck on that one. I realize my spelling as I get older is just getting a lot worse. My kids ask me how to spell stuff, and I just have to keep asking Google, like, hey, how do you spell this stuff? I don't have to do anything fancy to that whole line set up there. Just got to get it going. That's it. And to get it going, let's go ahead and buy a couple of vehicles. See kind of vehicles we got out there. We're in 1904 now. We got anything new, nice, like this right here, steam-powered trucks? What? So that's actually taking us up from a 5 cargo of 12 miles an hour up to a 6 cargo 16 miles per hour. I think we actually might be hitting road limits now as far as speed limit. Looks like steel can go on this one. I can use that one, or I'll use the one that says all cargo just so I don't have to, you know, waste my time not using it. Let's go ahead and buy that, get it going to, gosh, what in the world did I name that? Steel to machines. There we go. It's gonna get over there and get going. And like I was saying, I think we might be hitting speed limits. Let's check those speed limits real quick. Speed limit on this is 25 miles an hour. Okay, I guess we're not hitting that. I did do a little personal playthrough and I ended up having to widen these roads because not only does our vehicles drive on these roads, but other people's vehicles drive on these roads. And even though we have steam powered stuff, I don't think the people of these great towns have steam powered stuff quite yet. So let's see what kind of stuff they're running with. Now over there in that little production area where I was showing this example and getting this new equipment, there's actually no vehicles over there. So guess I ain't really got anything to worry about there. Let's see here, what are y'all running with? Oh, you guys got cars. Okay, so it looks like I'm holding up the line now. Let's see if we can upgrade that to stop holding up the line. Now we'll jump in here, come over to manage vehicles, and let's just go ahead and select all these, see what we can do as far as replacing these vehicles. Looks like we got a Mack in here, 16 miles an hour. Even got the American Stagecoach right here at 12 miles an hour that we never upgraded to. So we're skipping that upgrade. We're gonna go all the way over here. And what in the world did I have previously? I don't know what I had previously. Oh, well, it's got a 4 capacity, but I don't know the speed. So that is a big upgrade. So I don't even think we're gonna need that many vehicles. Oh man. Let's go ahead and change to the Mack though to get the speed going. Yeah, we're gonna have to retouch this line a little bit later as far as getting rid of some of these cars. Like this one right here, you got 4 of 9. You only got 4 of 9 because 4 was your max. And I mean, look at this place here. It's only got 12, so one of these cars probably gonna be enough. Looks like we might still be holding up the car behind it. Interesting. And you're only going 12 miles an hour. Why are you only going 12? Is it the street road maybe? Yep, that street road is 12. The next one is 25. Next one up from that's 37. So that little section's a little slower. And I may look at upgrading that. We got our money back kinda up to $7 million. Let's go ahead and take a look at how these lines are doing here. As far as products and everything, are they staying full? That does show 156 has been hit at some point. This one shows it has not been hit. Oh, loading speed, hold on. Loading speed reduced because train length 178 meters exceeds platform. Well, what are you loading? You're not loading anything, that's unloading. Oh, okay, so the unloading speeds. Oh, I didn't know that. I wasn't sure how that would work. So there's an issue with the unloading speed. I know there's a loading speed. I didn't realize there was an unloading speed as well. It looks like you're going pretty slow, 28 miles an hour. Now that's faster than some of them. And you got a big hill to go up. I didn't mention that when building this portion. And I don't think you're going to be full. Only 27 there? Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. A lot of steel to ship out. It's getting there. Those trucks are getting there slowly but surely. And 16 miles an hour. Wow, that is slow. Let's manage these vehicles. Go ahead and pop in another 10, as it will be needed. At least I think it will be. And it will take them a while to get over there. So just trying to review some of these terminals, make a decision. What do I need to do here? Is this thing full? Why is it running so slow? This ain't uphill, is it? I guess it might be. I don't understand why it's running so slow. I guess the amount of carts I got and how full it is. Okay, looks like you're not running much. You're not even using 84 capacity there. So we'll come in here and edit this selected vehicle. Go ahead and drop it down. Looks like you're using 72 at least. So let's try to stay over that 72 capacity. There's a capacity option right down there. That's 96, that's 84. That's good enough. So we'll get $3 million back right there. And maybe you'll end up using that. So what was that? At 49 right there? Ooh, don't even know if you'll use that much. Yeah, we'll make some adjustments to it as it goes along. That way I don't waste money using these carts, or not using these carts, I should say. And looking over here, unload speed. Yeah, I mean, is that really a big deal? 0.22%? It doesn't seem like a big deal to me. And this is actually full. 156 has been ran from here. It's kind of weird. They're actually using the further distance. And this is sitting at 109 now, so it won't use that whole 156, but maybe by the time it gets there, it might use the whole 156. And gosh, these things are a lot slower than I thought they'd be. I was really hoping to get up there to that 50 miles an hour. This thing did go 50 miles an hour. Hold on, let's see here. Looking at the Atlantic, right? Yeah, it goes 62 miles an hour. That is a special one, huh? Maybe a lot more hills there than I thought it was, possibly. It's all good. Figure it out, get it all fixed up, get it all taken care of, but I'm all out of time for this episode. Really do appreciate y'all stopping in and watching. It means a whole lot. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section, because they're always welcome, very much appreciated, and very much needed. And until next time, y'all take care. And also, I do appreciate y'all staying till the very end here. I know a lot of people leave. If y'all made it to this very end right here, comment train, please. Something funny I did a long time ago that made a long-standing joke, which is pretty cool, I think. But anyways, I realized why they seem so slow to me. I had it on 1x speed. Let's go ahead and put it on 4x speed. But I'll catch y'all next episode. Y'all take care.